We are here in San Antonio, Texas, and we are going live with you guys for our Saturday morning live from Growing Up Without Borders. Today's going to be a bit of a Q&A. I'm going to answer some questions that a lot of you guys have sent in the last week and over some of those things. The girls are baking cookies, and first and foremost, if you guys are new to our channel and this is the very first time you're watching us, we're doing a live today on Saturday morning, and we do Saturday mornings live every week. They're different times, and we're going to finalize that. But if you're new to the channel, we want to welcome you. We are Growing Up Without Borders, and we are a traveling family. So me and my husband, Tyler, and our 3 girls, we travel around the world, and we make really cool videos for you guys to enjoy. Hopefully you're enjoying them. Hopefully they're very informative. And the girls right now are baking cookies. So if they run out, that's just why. So what kind of cookies are you guys baking?
Chocolate chip.
Oatmeal chocolate chip. We're in the land of cookies and delicious food. So Texas is an amazing place. So Tyler and I, we were in Texas way back when, back in, I think it was 2013 or something like that. And this is the first time for the girls to be here in Texas. So I'm gonna be putting them on the spot today with some different questions that I have for them. They don't know this yet. But for me anyway, Texas has been an amazing, warm welcome for all of you who we've met on the streets. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. We love to know where you're watching from, by the way. So when you're posting, say, hey, I'm watching from wherever, because we just find that so much fun. So, hey, Joey Montes over on Facebook. Sorry for going back and forth like this. I know there's programs out there, and maybe you techie people who are watching can recommend something that I can simultaneously do Facebook and YouTube. I've looked up some different programs, and some of them have hefty prices up to $500 a month. So I haven't subscribed to try those yet. However, it would be really cool if we can do simultaneous streaming. So right now we are streaming live over there on
Howdy from
phone. Howdy from North Carolina. Woo-ha! We are going to the rodeo tonight, so we're all going to be like, yee-haw!
Yeehaw!
It's our very first rodeo. We've never ever been to a rodeo before. We are super stoked, super excited. Hey from Cape Town, welcome. We love you all from South Africa.
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands, yay! Welcome, welcome. Okay, so trying to stay focused here. I wrote down a few questions on my lovely ticket that I got from this beautiful city of Houston. That's okay. That happens. Morocco, thank you for joining in. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to ask you guys, when is the best time for you all to have our Saturday lives? Because the first and foremost, we know that a lot of people are following us on Facebook and didn't even know we do videos on YouTube. So for those of you who are watching on Facebook, we do videos 2 to 3 times per week on YouTube. So jump on over to YouTube to go check them out on Growing Up Without Borders. Make sure you subscribe and share. And hi from Australia. Share them, because we are reaching our 10,000 subscriber. Yeah. So that's a very big milestone for our channel. We're really excited about that. And we want to know, though, when is a good time for you guys to join us live. We are very consistent of posting our videos, but we are very inconsistent with our timing on Saturdays, because sometimes we are at theme parks, sometimes we are moving and on the go in transition. And so let us know if there's specific times that work out best for you, and we'll try and accommodate that. You can think about it and let us know in the comments below. So from for the girls, Angelique just went to take out cookies out of the oven, but when and how was, like basically how was your welcome to Texas, and what do you think of Texas? Because get this, they grew up in Florida more or less. Chloe moved to Florida when she was 4 weeks old. So they know Florida really well. They know Disney, they know kind of that Florida area, but they don't know Texas. So what are your thoughts on Texas?
I really love Texas. I think it's really nice. Just being, as well, since we've been like living in Europe so long and we've been in Central America so long, it's just nice to have like that English and the American feel and that whole abundance and just being back in America.
Abundance. I love that word. Abundance. We are in the land of what feels like milk and honey, if you will. Like America, you guys all living in the United States and Canada, do you realize how lucky, how fortunate, and how blessed you are just to have what you have. I mean, I don't know if you all realize that, but we are in the land of abundance. I know a lot of European countries have that, but everything's different, and everything's big here. And hey, from Australia, you guys got it pretty good over there. Bonjour.
San Francisco Bay Area.
Yay, San Francisco. Okay, so back to that. Everyone's super friendly. Everyone's really welcoming. We've received a really warm welcome from the tourism boards, from some of the attractions, and some of the different museums. And so we thank you guys for that. That's awesome. We're going to be creating some really cool videos about our stays here in Texas, from Dallas, Fort Worth area to Houston and San Antonio and Austin. So it's going to be really cool. We've got some great things lined up for you all to see. And Angelique, what's your thoughts on Texas so far? No, you don't know? We'll ask her after the rodeo what her thoughts are. And you, Chloe? What do you like?
I don't know yet. We haven't seen the rodeo yet.
She's waiting for the rodeo. We've seen our lot already. Where we're staying is really, really cool. In our video on San Antonio, I'll give you an overview. I did one on Facebook live the other day.
Are you talking about the rodeo?
I'm talking about Texas in general.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the rodeo. I was like,
Yeah, so tell them what you think.
How come we never see your husband?
Tyler's more reserved and shy. He doesn't like to be on camera. So for those of you who are wondering, yes, he does exist, and he's just behind the scenes. So he likes to take pictures and he doesn't like to be on video so much. So we are the face of the family for now. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Texas?
It's definitely really nice. It's been pretty hot.
Do you have differences? Like if you remember Florida, from your time in Florida to Texas, there's big differences.
Yes.
We didn't even know. Yay, thank you. There's big differences between Florida and here in Texas. I think the number one reason we see such a big difference is because we were living in a very touristic-y area, and when you have a lot of tourists, it's very international and it's just different, so you don't get the feel and the culture. And here, everyone's so friendly, so nice. They really know how to cook good food, by the way. There's delicious food here. And
we're so glad you came.
Yay! Okay. I'm going to go over towards the questions. So here we go. People wanted to know how long the weather right now too. Sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. The weather right now here in Texas is t-shirt, shorts weather. It's really hot already.
When we first arrived, it was a bit chilly, but then it got warmed up.
And we're staying on a beautiful country farm property. We've got chickens roaming around, eating from the grass. We're getting fresh eggs in the morning. There's puppy dogs, and this is the most beautiful home. It's fully stacked. We've got a kitchen, so we're able to like bake and cook, and we made beet soup from their garden last night. It was so cool. But okay, so people have asked, how long in advance do we plan our trips? And we plan more or less. You're gonna go. Okay, we plan more or less our trips, but they're not like set in stone. So we have somewhat of a plan, like we're going to be in this part of the world during this time, but we don't like plan in advance. And then that way it leaves us a flexible, open schedule in case we get to work with somebody. You asked that. Oh, great. Yeah. So we, like for example, here in Texas, we've been able to work with some of the tourism boards. And so then when it opens up, we're able to kind of shift our plans around, and it's been really good that way. It's a little bit hard if you're very structured. I'm working on that for myself because I have a hard time when it comes to sudden shift of plans, and we do that almost on a daily basis. So I guess I'm pretty flexible when it comes to that. Some people asked about Asia. Have we been to Asia, or will we be filming in Asia? So guys, we've been to over 90 countries. How much work done while traveling, or are you able to catch up? All right, so good question. I'm flipping over to another question. So how much work do we do on a regular basis, and when do we fit that in? So we typically try to get most of the work done in the early mornings and or late at night. So we leave some of the time during the day to be doing our sightseeing and filming. And it sounds a little crazy, like we go nonstop. Julia can tell you, how does
for example, this week's been very busy, and then it's just
we're always working. So as you know, YouTube for us is just under 2 years old, and 2 hours at a hotel. Oh, nice. That's awesome. It's nonstop. Like we run our traditional business, and so we're always on top of that. And then because Growing Up Without Borders is still in the baby infancy stages, you can say that requires a lot of our time, a lot of our work, and pumping out 2 to 3 videos a week is enormous. So we just are always working, and then we're always filming and planning, and we're trying to stay on top of it all, of course. So it's a challenge, but so far so good.
We're homeschooled, so we have an American program, and it's like really well structured, and we just kind of like follow it.
Our 100th country. Well, that's going to be a surprise. Someone just asked, do we have plans for our 100th country? And just before that, someone asked, how do we educate the kids? So
yeah.
You could say they're world schooled. When I used to hear the word world schooling, I was like, oh, that's like the unschooling group. And
Yeah.
I kind of am like, I don't fully understand how that still all works. The program that we use is called Monarch. You can find it in the link below. Actually, if you want to try it or you're interested in homeschooling, you get a month for free if you use our link, and it's a really nice program. You can actually assign and unassign different subjects. So for me, for example, I unassigned geography this year because they're learning more about geography just by traveling. I mean, tell them some of the things you learned even just, I don't know, this week. Like we were at...
Well, we're learning about, for example, the Alamo, and then we're just learning
the
about
history
the whole
of
state.
Texas, who from Spain came, when did they come, which king sent them, like all that stuff. You could read it in a textbook, which is, it's still good, but it's not as fun as learning it live.
Someone said they tried it after watching a video of Monarch.
Oh, fantastic. I hope you enjoyed it. It's really nice, it's really good, and like I said, the link's below if you want to try it out. We also are learning different languages, so our girls right now, for English and French, they do, if we do go back to Switzerland and they do post either secondary or post-secondary school, it will be in French, and there is a German entry exam.
Yeah, so we're just doing things like, for now, like Duolingo, and then we have like French books as well.
Yes.
And then just reading and
Yep,
all that.
and then there is a company, and I will be mentioning that soon. So I'm going to do a homeschool curriculum and what we do for homeschool, and I'll answer that question in 1 sec. Talk to us in French. Okay, so 1 sec. I just want to back up so I don't get too overwhelmed. You guys want us to talk in French? Bon, d'accord. Alors les filles, for those of you who don't understand, I will translate. Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire demain?
Les filles, vous voulez...
Chloé, dis-moi ce qu'on va faire demain.
En fait, c'est un... Comment tu l'appelles?
Ça s'appelle Six Flags.
Un parc d'attractions.
Oui.
Une parc d'attraction. Et qu'est-ce qu'on a fait hier? Ou qu'est-ce que vous êtes en train de faire maintenant?
Cuire.
On est en train de cuire des biscuits. Parlez français, les filles.
D'accord.
They're being all shy. Okay, let me ask some simple questions. Angélique, t'es en train de faire... I'm sorry. Okay.
Elle mange des biscuits, là.
Voilà, Julia est en train de parler.
Oui.
Par exemple, je sais pas. Est-ce que tu aimes faire du vélo?
Oui, on va faire ça, je pense, cet après-midi, s'il fait beau.
Voilà. Alors, okay. So we're just blah blah blahing. Basically, voilà. Votre prononciation est très bonne. Mais merci. We're working on it. Okay. So there's a new company that approached us. They're out of Germany, and they are in a startup phase, and they are doing language school using artificial intelligence. So this is going to be really, really cool. And my husband, Tyler, someone just asked, where's he from? He's Canadian. We are all born in the country of Canada. We are Canadian. My dad is born in Switzerland, moved to Canada when he was in his 20s, married my mom, blah, blah, blah. So we have dual citizenship, which allows us to be in the European Union.
And someone asked our home base, and it is in Switzerland.
Our home base is Switzerland.
Yeah.
We love it there. Love, love, love it. Although we are not there much.
From Bangladesh.
From Bangladesh, yoo-hoo!
Right?
We have to say yeehaw because we're in Texas right now. Okay, next question.
Somebody asked, is San Antonio, like, which area? And then, like, is there fun things to do and stuff?
Oh my goodness. San Antonio, you guys.
Has a lot to offer.
It's blowing our mind. It is
Yeah.
amazing. If ever you get to come, ethnicity. Oh, sorry.
What's ethnicity?
He's his background. Let's see. His very white. His background is Irish. Like his family came from Ireland way back when. I think probably during the potato famine. A lot of Canadian people from Irish came to Ireland.
Oui.
Est-ce qu'il fait froid au Canada? Oui, le Canada maintenant il fait super froid. Very cold in Canada. Somebody asked. And for those of you who wanted to know what we were saying before, we were talking about bike riding and cooking cookies. So there you go. So I wanted to quickly tell you about this German company. We're going to try it out, test it out, and then we're going to let you know what we think about it. It's a language school to learn Spanish, English, and German, and it's with artificial intelligence. So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Staying right focused. If we are going to be in Asia, we have been to Asia. Awesome in Switzerland. Hello.
You too.
In Asia, we didn't create any videos.
We were there in 2015.
2015, yeah. So a lot of the countries we visited, guys, were before we even started YouTube. And so I sometimes joke with them saying that we're gonna have to go back and do every single video over again.
We will go back to Asia, I think.
Yeah, but we don't need to go back to like Brunei
No.
Who knows?
or places like that.
Brunei,
Where do we live? I answered that. We live in Switzerland, in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. I think we got most of that. So some people have been asking as well, what time we'll be going live on our Saturday lives. So like I said, let us know the best time. I'm going to figure that out, and I'm going to try my best to say at this time we're going to go live so that you guys don't miss us, and you can join in. So ask us any questions. This week coming, we've got another filled week full of really fun things. We're going to be over towards Dallas again.
Texas.
And
Do you think you'll stay in Switzerland as your home country?
I think so. It has really good
Switzerland
posts.
speaks a lot of languages: French, Italian, German, and Romance.
Yes, Romansh. So the reason why, and that's why the girls have to be up to speed with their languages, although they speak French and Spanish
This is
better
a
than they
question,
speak German.
is
Politically incorrect. Are there a lot of fat Mexicans in San Antonio? You know what? Okay, you guys, I'm going to be 100% transparent with you, and please don't get mad at me. We used to kind of generalize and talk about Americans as being overweight and stuff like that. And we were just saying that in the car yesterday. Where we were yesterday, everyone was slim and everyone was in shape. And we were like, is this like a shocking area? Like, I don't know. We were living in Florida before, and you do see a lot of people who are struggling with obesity and being overweight, and not just like a little, I'm talking, big struggles. But we didn't see that. So people here in Texas are blowing our minds away. They're healthy, and no, there's not a lot of fat Mexicans here. Not at all. Not at all. At all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, there's a certain amount, but I always just like, from what I remember, it's just not like that. So there you go. We'll move along from that topic so I don't stick my foot in my mouth or something.
You were talking about German and that, and yes.
Yes, and in Switzerland, it has a very good post-secondary education system. So the girls will have options to do either apprenticeship programs or professional type of schools. Julia's very interested in hotel management.
Do you now live in Texas?
No, we live in Switzerland. We're just here visiting Texas.
But Texas has really come on our radar.
Yes, we love it here. The grocery stores are awesome, by the way. We found really cool grocery stores. One in particular, it's called Central Market. That's what it's called. And you go in there and you just feel like you're in the land of abundance because you have every type of food possible and imaginable. Like every international food you can think of is there in that store. And it's like going to IKEA, but it's a grocery store because it goes through like a maze.
More countries, and
Before it gets too
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be going to hotel management school in a few years, so yes, my dad's trying to we finished them before I go off.
Come here, Chloe, you can't see you in the video. People are asking that question, like, why are we in such a rush all the time? And it's true. We're trying to get to so many places because of that, because we want to travel with the girls and have the girls go to all these countries. So.
And for example, Central America, it's been we took it really nice and slowly, which is nice because we were able to see a lot and do a lot.
We've been slowing down quite a bit.
When crossing the Swiss border, do you need to show your passport?
No, you don't. No, but they do still have controls. So when you're going in from, let's say you're driving from France into Spain, as an example, there's actually zero control, but you do have, when you get to the first toll booth, usually people there, more so, almost like military type police that are just kind of controlling because of
Yes,
what's
what
happening.
countries have you been to?
We have a map on our website with all the countries we've been to.
Yeah, you can check that out. And but when
Why
you're going
is
into
it so expensive? It's not even densely populated like
Tokyo, New York,
London.
Switzerland is one of the most expensive countries in the world, and honestly, that's why we have a love-hate relationship with that country.
Have you been to England?
Yes,
Yes,
we have.
we have.
But we haven't done really, I don't think
Have you
any.
been to Germany?
Okay, guys, we've been to like over 90 countries, so we've done every single European country. We've done a lot of
Have you been to
Southeast.
France?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We live beside France. We go to France for grocery shopping.
Yeah.
It's like going to go to France for us is like 10 minutes
Switzerland,
away.
As far as I know, does not allow homeschooling. That is because you guys are part.
Switzerland is interesting. Each
you been to
canton
New
has
Zealand?
different rules and regulations. We've been to Moldova. We loved it in
Not New
Moldova,
Zealand.
but we've never been to New Zealand. We've done so. Like I said, every European country, including all the way into the Ukraine. We've been to Belarus. We've been we've done a lot, you guys. We've done all of South America, all of Central
Australia,
America.
yes.
Yes, we've been to Australia, up in the north. Hola, hola. We haven't been to Venezuela. They're having issues right now, so we haven't been. Yes, we love all those Eastern European countries. But I wanted to answer the question back to the Swiss border. When you're crossing into Switzerland, there are still border controls, but they do not ask for your papers. So a lot of times you just drive through. And sometimes though you may have to present your papers, and yes, they will check you to make sure you only have, let's say, 1 bottle of wine per person. You have only under 1 kilo of meat. I hope I'm saying that correctly, so you don't get in trouble. And you will get fined if you are over. So just be aware of that. If you're traveling and you're like, oh, let's stock up before we go and hit those grocery stores in France, because yes, they are cheaper, or Germany or whatever way you're coming in, you will potentially have to show what's in your bags, so be careful of that. No, so we are on a strict budget. You guys, you might think we're like these multi-millionaires. We travel very frugally. We travel always on good deals. It's annoying the girls in the back can't read silently. She keeps reading them out loud. Okay, I'll let her know. It is hard. It's hard to do a live video and read the comments as they come in and be on top of it all. Here we go. Lausanne Avion, they didn't ask me for no papers. Yep, no, it's the same. It's a random border crossing experience where one time you might get stopped and asked and other times you don't. So let's say out of 10, it might be one time that you get stopped.
Yes.
Yes, we've been
We
to
call it
Singapore.
like a shopping mall because Singapore was like store after like same store after same store. It's like
Gucci, and then you have Chanel,
big,
and then you have the
big
other
stores.
name brand. So we called Singapore an outdoor shopping mall.
outdoor shopping.
It was a big shopping mall. Have you been to Hong Kong?
Yes.
Yes, we've been to Hong Kong. What did you guys remember about Hong Kong? 'Cause
We
this
went
was a
to
few years ago.
Disneyland.
Oh yeah. Outside of Disneyland, what else did we do?
It was really cold. The bed was like really hard. I remember that.
We saw someone take a turtle and eat it.
It was
No, it was in an aquarium kind of thing, like those. And then when we saw it, and then we walked by it again, and it wasn't gone. It was gone.
So it disappeared.
the shopping too, yeah. In Hong Kong, we switched hotels because when we arrived, I think they liked their beds super hard. It was rock hard, and it was about 10 degrees Celsius, so it was quite cold for us. So we switched hotels and went to a really comfy one, and then we were good to go. So, okay, what else? I think we are going to wrap up our videos here shortly. Another thing I was going to mention to you guys, so of course, subscribe and share our videos, please. And Japan we need to visit, and yes, the beds there, I don't know if they're hard or not. The Philippines was nice. But what I was gonna say, you guys, is, I'm gonna close this, there's a little thing popping up on my screen,
Do you have a house in Texas? No. Hi guys.
How does the homeschooling work with the Swiss? Okay, I'll answer that question and then we'll head out. So in Switzerland, it's divided into different cantons. Cantons are like provinces in Canada or states in the United States or Mexico. And each different canton has a different rules, different regulations. And so in the canton where we live, it is fully legal to homeschool. They do controls every year where they come and they meet with the families. They sit down and see what kind of curriculums you're doing, and they do state testing every other year where they have to go actually to school to do all their tests. So the other thing I was going to mention is just in the description below, we have put a new map link. I'm not sure if all of our videos are there, but you can click on the world map and then you can click on each area that we've been and a little pop-up will come up with the video that we've created in that area. And so for those countries that we've been to, like Moldova or like the Ukraine or Belarus or wherever, Philippines, we haven't created those videos because we did those before we even started YouTube. But maybe we can do maybe a reminisce video of some of the different places.
And since it's Europe, it may be a possibility that we go back.
Yeah, some of the European ones,
Yeah.
definitely. Like
England,
Croatia.
I really want to go to like London.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so guys, Angelique, before we head out, yep, definitely you can click that. We want to say thanks for tuning in. Thanks so much for joining us, and let us know again which time works best for you guys. Is there a country we would avoid? Well, certain countries we avoid, for example, like Venezuela was on our list, but we can go. So certain countries, yes, but we're not really afraid to travel. We've been to many and been in many different situations, and the world out there, people are super nice, super friendly everywhere you go, and we're always have warm welcomes. So from our family to yours, we wish you a happy weekend, happy Saturday. Thanks for checking in and joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.